Welcome to the future.
Who's this clown?
Not clown. Joker.
Avengers!
Assemble.
Nobody tampers with the equipment except Tony Stark. Good idea.
United, the Avengers are strong.
Hawkeye, hands off.
Fool! Have you forgotten my invincible magnetic power?
Not this time, Magneto.
My mutant brain senses danger.
Something unseen is slowly spreading its poison, edging tempers.
Think carefully before you do this.
You filthy criminals.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What up, guys? It's Jim from Two Fat Guys Pull List, and yes, I am running solo again tonight because Nate is dealing with some stuff right now. He is actually feeling a lot better, but he's with his family right now. So this episode again will be just Jim because Nate is with his family right now. So everything's cool, everything's good, but that's just where he is right now. So we're just gonna run solo. What up, Patty? But it's all good. It's a very short week, so the show will be even shorter. I'm contemplating and potentially will be playing Marvel Snap after we're done reviewing this week's books. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe I'll put a poll. Let's do that right now. Let's put a poll in the chat and ask, should we play Marvel Snap after the show is done? How do I do that? Engage with your audience. Start a poll. Start a Q&A. Play Marvel Snap after the show? Question mark? Yes or no? Ask community. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's just gonna be me, and that's okay. You know, again, it's a short week anyway. And it was an okay week. Patty, how do you feel about the week? What do you think it felt like? Were you good with it? But I was actually kind of underwhelmed with this week's books. But that is what it is. Joe, what up? Hello, my dudes. Wait, where's Nate? If I get to miss the Cowboys, so does he. He's with his family right now. He's actually doing pretty well. His health is back, but he's with his family right now. He's just hanging out with them. You know, he's having some family time, and that's cool. So that's where Nate is. But I will say he will be here for New Comic Book Day next week, this coming Wednesday. So because it's a doozy, it is a massive week. I think I want to say 21 books. It's insane. So he will be here next week, but he's just not here for tonight. He tried to get home in time, but it just wasn't working out. So I was like, dude, don't even worry. Don't even sweat it. I want you to spend time with your family. So that's where he's at. So let's take care of some business first for the show, and then we will get it going. So as always, we can talk about our show sponsor, which is Collected Comics and Games here in the DFW area. It's our LCS that me and Nate both go to, where we get our books and all of our fun, geeky, nerdy stuff. So I encourage you, if you're in the DFW area, to go check out Collected Comics and Games in the DFW area. They have their main shop in Fort Worth, and then they have another shop. Well, it's not their main shop. They have two shops, one in Fort Worth and one in Keller. So if you're ever in the DFW area and you're looking for a really awesome comic book shop to visit, go check out Collected Comics and Games. They are amazing. Ron is great, and so is Brent. It's amazing. It's so much fun. One thing I do want to talk about, though, is their website, which is brainycomics.com. If you head on over to brainycomics.com, you can do a little bit of Christmas shopping if you want, if you're looking for some cool stuff. If you go over to brainycomics.com, you can buy cool stuff like exclusive and variant covers of comics, which we see here on the front page, bundles, bad idea books, new comics, mystery bags, back issues, graphic novels, games, toys and collectibles, and even trading cards. Yeah, some cool stuff. So as you can see some of these awesome variants that Ron has uploaded that you can buy. You can get you can get Virgin or a Virgin cover or a regular cover. Some cool stuff. And what's neat about this is when you're done shopping, before you check out, what we'd love for you to do is go into the search bar and type in 2 Fat Guys Pull List, and when you do that, this will pop up. It's a 2 Fat Guys Pull List upgrade or premium upgrade. If you do the upgrade and put that in your cart for $8, you will get 1 mystery exclusive comic in your whatever you buy. And if you do the premium, which is $15, you get 2. Now, the mystery covers that are being selected are from this front page and even the backlog of stuff that Ron has, and he's got tons of them. So it's a little bit of, it's kind of like a mystery bag, right? So kind of like a loot box or something like that. You don't know exactly what you're going to get, but you will get something of value. I promise you that. For $8 is pretty much a steal, but if you do the $15 one, it's even better, because some of these variant covers are worth, you know, $15 to get 2 or 20, or some of them are even 30. So definitely go check it out. Go to brandycomics.com, do a little bit of shopping, and then type in 2 Fat Guys Pull List in the search bar. Put the upgrade into your cart if you feel so inclined, and you will get a fun mystery variant cover with whatever else you purchased in the mail. If you do the premium, you get 2 for $15. It's a pretty cool steal, and it's a great, you know, you could do a really cool mystery bag gift, you know, for somebody for Christmas if they're really into comics. So go check it out, brandycomics.com today. All right, the last piece of business that we have, and if you're coming in late, just know Nate is not on tonight. He is with his family right now, but he is in better health, so that is good. But he will be here for New Comic Book Day, I promise. We already recorded it. I just have to edit it. But first of all, we are so close, guys. We are so close to 750 subscribers, and when we do, we're giving away this 9.4 CGC graded Silver Surfer Black issue number 1, second printing, with Noel on the cover. Super awesome book, great cover. Really kind of sad to see it go, but guys, we are so close to 750 subscribers as of this recording, and this number fluctuates, but we could, you know, we're at 742 subscribers, guys. Like, we can do this. It's right there. So let's try to hit that goal. Man, if we did it during the show, that'd be insane. I actually have on my second monitor, you know, obviously the show right here in the background live, but then I also have a subscriber count that you guys can't really see, but if I was in the more wider view, you would be able to. So I can see that number go up or down, and it would be great if we just saw it go up. Now, if it goes down, it is what it is, but let's hit 750 subscribers, guys. We're so close. Then I don't have to talk about it in our new comic book day and comic book solicitations and breaking comic book news. I can talk about what we're giving away at 850 subscribers, which is just around the corner. So let's get it done, guys. What is up? Let's get it with chat. I've got a poll right here that's kind of in the way of me seeing it, so let's check it out. Last thing I read was from Joe. So Patty, 'tis the season for family time. Yes, it is. You know, I will say I'm counting my blessings in the amount of time that I'm going to get to spend with my family this December. It's going to be great. I'm so excited and looking forward to it. Joe, my pick of the week is Avengers. Yes, you heard that right. It felt epic. The dialogue between the two groups was perfect. The hype level high now going forward. We'll talk about it. Tendo, what up? He says, yo, Joe, my pool was small, but I made use of my time and finished all Donny Cates Venom and finished the King in Black. I didn't do all the tie-ins, but overall the event was great. Yeah, the tie-ins for King in Black is unnecessary. I think it's very evident that Marvel kind of just hitched a wagon on that to just, you know, make more money. And I got I did it. I got sucker punched on that. So good for you. Empire, Nate will not be able to join, unfortunately. He is hanging out with his family. Everything is well, but he's doing some family time, but he will be back for New Comic Book Day and then next Sunday. So don't worry, don't fret. Nothing's wrong. He's just hanging out with his family right now. Tendu question. We are 2 or 3 years cut from Hickman. Would you rather Hickman rejoin, or would you rather the X Office be dissolved for Hickman's X-Men series? I don't see a vision without with the X Office. Tendu, I will agree with you. I honestly think we need. How's my volume, by the way? Is my? I feel like my mic is really hot. Like I sound almost over too hot. Like I'm spiking into the red, which is kind of freaking me out a little bit. Let me know. Do I sound too loud? As for your question, Tendu, I think I personally. I don't get me wrong. I have a staunch defender of the X Office, and I love reading their books. Obviously, it's more content. But I think if we're heading in the direction of the fall of X, I obviously I think the fall of X is going to be a Karen Gillan event. I would assume, but we never know. We haven't really actually. It hasn't been absolutely 100% announced who is writing the fall of X. But if it was Hickman, yeah, I think it should just be Hickman because he started it. I think I feel like Inferno was extremely rushed. And I feel like it was like, all right, I'm just cramming all the, like, it felt very Hickman-y, but it was very, it just felt rushed. I wanted to see it completely played out. I wanted to see it, not in 4 issues. I wanted to see it played out in 12, like we got House and Powers. So I would be with you, Tenu, and say just bring Hickman back to end it so that the X Office can reform and see what they do from there. But that's I'm right there with that. That's me. I didn't. So Joe says I didn't read Hickman run, but from what I hear, I'm glad I didn't. I did because it looks like I'll hate this current X Office. I want to like what I pay for it and read. It's hard, Joe, because in the beginning, the X Office was really good with Hickman at the helm, and then apparently what happened supposedly was that the people in the X Office were just like, we want to keep going, whereas he was ready to start churning the event and getting it from its infancy to the middle, to get it to the middle towards the finishing line, and he wanted to get into the next phase and they just didn't want to, so he left. I don't know, but we could talk about that for hours. Hours. But I will say I would love if Hickman was the writer for the Fall of X. But we'll have to wait and see. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think they would give Karen Gillan so much responsibility with the Sins of Sinister and Judgment Day, and then be like, oh, and then Hickman's coming to end it. I feel like Karen and Al Ewing are going to be the ones to bring it down. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm still holding strong on my theory, even though Nate believes that it's not the case, that the Fall of X is actually the Fall of Xavier and not Krakoa. But we'll see. I think we'll know better in Sins of Sinister for sure. But let's get into this week's pulls, and we're going to kick off the show with Avengers Assemble Alpha issue number 1. Joe, so this is Joe's pick of the week, one of our avid and awesome viewers and supporters. And Joe, I'm gonna have to disagree with you. I felt very underwhelmed with this issue. Now, let me ask you this, Joe. Did you read the most recent Avengers Forever book where it was about the All-Rider? Let me know in the chat. Because that issue basically was going to wrap the entire event up before it even started, and then there was like a big gotcha moment at the end. And so I was already kind of like, wait, why are we basically like putting this whole event away in one issue, and then we go to Avengers Assemble? And to me, like, I don't know, I guess I see the two groups, the Avengers 1 million BC and our current 616 Avengers fighting each other as fun, but I just don't feel like it needed to be the entire issue. Like, I don't know, it felt very I felt like it took the entire issue, which I felt like there was more to be explored in the alpha. That being said, I'm glad that we're finally here, and I thought there were some pretty epic moments in the book. Not surprised that Robbie Reyes can't turn into the All-Rider because he basically extinguished himself in Avengers Forever. And then the other thing is I'm a little disappointed right now in like who the Avenger Prime is. Or Prime Avenger, whatever his name is. Like, to me, that felt underwhelming too. Like, there was a bunch of character development that we haven't gotten for this character, and I'm sure we'll get it. Hopefully, hopefully we will get this character development within the ending of Jason Aaron's Avengers run. But from what I've read in this issue, I don't have a lot of faith in it, and that's very frustrating because I like this book. I like Jason Aaron's Avengers, and it just feels like I feel like he doesn't know how to finish it. Like he's got this grandiose and epic view for it, and he just doesn't know how to, hit the grand slam and get it out the park, for a sports reference there, in non-baseball season. But that's how I feel about it. I'm sorry, Joe. Like I don't mean to shit on your pick of the week. I don't, but I felt very underwhelmed with this issue. And then on top of that, I didn't like the artwork. I felt like the artwork was lacking, for an alpha, like we've had such good artwork in the Avengers series. And this one to me felt rushed. It felt rushed to me. There were certain panels that did look really good, but for a lot of them, I was just like, what are we doing? I don't know. I just didn't, for some reason, it didn't hit with me. And that's just me. That's just my opinion. It's not concrete, and everyone's allowed to have it. And I don't know. I just felt a little underwhelmed, unfortunately. Am I excited to see where it goes? Yes. I am still. The one thing I will say is I'm really, really digging the villains in this series, this multiverse Doom. I forget what they're called. I really dig that. I like that idea. And I'm also looking forward to the massive amounts of variants that are going to be coming down the pipeline for the Avengers, because we've got a ton. We've been exploring them in Avengers forever. So I am looking forward to that. But overall, I just felt, I don't know, I just felt a little let down on this. Like, I don't know. I thought the two groups fighting for me was a little, I don't know. I didn't envision it this way. I didn't know what to expect in this book, but it wasn't that. And so to me, that felt a little down on it. But, let's go. Let's see where this event goes. But right now for me, it's kind of like, oh no, we're still kind of doing the same thing. And I'm ready for that original spark that we had in Jason Aaron's Avengers run. And it feels like we're just drawing it out even further. Like when we saw Avengers Prime in this book, I was very excited. I was like, oh, here we go. He's going to war. And it just, I don't know. It didn't feel right. I don't know. Just as all this Hickman talk will be me with Donny Cates, Thor, and Hulk, LOL, so I can relate, I guess. Yeah, he's getting ready to jump off those books. So, Joe, I thought the art was good. It felt retro in a way. It did, it's okay. It's not horrible. Let me guess this. It's not John Romita Jr. Okay, it's not that. But I don't know. I guess, like, what's Pepe Larraz doing right now? What's RB Silva doing right now? Like, I think this book would have warranted one of them to have like a legit Marvel house style, and it just wasn't there. I see the retro though. I do see that, Joe. It did have a retro feel for sure. But I would have loved to see Pepe Larraz or RB Silva on this book. I think it would have looked amazing if they had been on it. But it's done, right? It's done. It's cooked. All right, let's move on to Strange Academy Finals issue number 2. If I was splitting up my picks of the week, this would be my Marvel pick of the week. This is just a fun, I say it every time, this is a very fun, original idea. And, the school is getting put back together by the students that have stayed behind with, the main group. And then we've got students that have come back who initially rebelled with, I cannot remember her name, the main character, Dylan's girlfriend, but she's off being a rogue, and some of her allies have come back to the school to help clean it up. And that's essentially what this issue is we're getting the school back together. We're trying to kind of get past what happened. I'm sure later on down the road, obviously the two sides are going to meet and something bad is going to happen. But for a bulk of this issue, we are dealing with them cleaning up the mess and getting the school back to somewhat of normalcy. But then our group that we've been following says, hey, what about, our friend, the guy that got tricked into doing wishes and had the magical jacket and really wasn't a wizard after all. They go to save him from a pretty bad dude. And that sequence is really good, really fun, top notch from Ramos in this book. We finally, we kind of got to see a little, engagement in the sense of action with our group of what they've learned at the academy, right? And we see them play out and do a plan and work together as a team, instead of, you know, flandering around and, and not knowing what they're doing. So this was really good. It was good seeing the group work together and actually be successful. We'll see. You know, obviously it was a cliffhanger at the end. But this, you know, I applaud this book. Whatever it takes to keep Young and Ramos on the book. If, you know, if it has to take a break so that Ramos can continue to deliver really amazing artwork, and then Young delivering such an amazing story with really good, clever writing, I'm here for it. I say it every time this book comes up, but this book definitely needs to become an animated series on Disney Plus, like no doubt. Let's get it done, Disney. Come on. Strange Academy Finals was absolutely fantastic. It would have been my pick of the week if it weren't for another book, and we'll get to that. Joe, I didn't read the early Avengers from Aaron, but why is the Starbrand look like a red Hulk? So it's just, I don't know if I can tell you why he looks. I think it's just a character design. It's just the Starbrand. Like, not all Starbrands have that pigmentation in being red, but the first Starbrand was like a caveman, and he turned red. You know, like it's not a Red Hulk thing. It's just the Starbrand thing. And dude, that was pretty crazy in that issue where he gets turned into a big meatball. Like, he literally gets turned into a big meatball with his face on it. That was pretty gross. Tendu, arguably, I hope whoever made Titans Academy takes notes. This is how you do a new ensemble book. Yes, you were so right, Tendu. I had such high hopes for Teen Titans Academy, and I was a new DC reader, and that book was such a letdown. It was so, like, I didn't like it. I know, and didn't it get canceled? Like, it just was not. It started off really cool with, like, the mystery behind Red X. Like, that was really cool, and then it just kind of, like, peeled off into this, like, I don't know what we're really doing here. So yeah, Strange Academy is 10 if not 20 times better than Teen Titans Academy. That was just, that was bad. Patty, we're getting the band back together. Yeah, it's coming, man. It's coming. Joe, and is the 1 million Avengers in the 616 world, or are the multiverse teams, is that something Mephisto created? So I think the God Quarry in Marvel Multiverse lore is in the 616. I don't know. But I think the 616 Avengers are in the 1 million BC world. It's not 1 million BC world Avengers in 616. Does that make sense? The Avengers the 616 Avengers got pulled into the 1 million, but I want to say that the 1 million BC, they get pulled into their multiverse. They got pulled into their timeline, because I think the 1 million, if I'm not mistaken, the 1 million BC Avengers are from the 616. I'm going to move on, but that's a lot. All right, next up we have Exterminators issue number 3. This is a silly goose time. It's raunchy a little bit. You know, we've got it's bloody, it's intense. It's a really fun book, and again, you got these books like Exterminators and Moon Knight really doing Wolverine, doing vampires, what I feel like way better than what any Blade book is doing right now. And take notes. I think you need to take notes if you're getting ready I would assume Blade is coming soon, and even more books, like getting more books because of, you know, his upcoming movie coming up. His movie coming up soon. But take note, man. Exterminators is a silly goose time, and we're dealing with vampires, and I do not like vampires in my books. And this is just fun. It's a 5-part mini, which is cool. But I feel like this book has more legs, that it could go longer than 5 parts, and I'm hoping it gets extended. Because I think Williams deserves it. The art's fantastic, the writing is fun, and the girls are just having girls' night, essentially, and they're kicking ass, taking names, and we're getting a lot of parties involved in this book. You know, we've got the vampires involved, we've got otherworld mutants being involved, we've got obviously the Quiet Council being involved, and then at the end of the book, the big drop is it's the Collector. The Collector is now getting involved in this, little sideshow that's going on with the vampires and the mutants. It's really cool. I really dug it. I think it's super fun. I would check it out if you're looking for really it feels like an X book that doesn't need any it's not trying to fit in the continuity outside of that. It is during the Krakoan era, but I don't think it's gonna, I would assume it's not gonna do anything like, big Krakoa changing to the point where it's gonna get referenced later on down in any of the new X-Men books, outside of like, hey, remember that one time Boom Boom like flashed vampires and made their heads explode? Like, that's the only thing that I could see as a reference. And that literally happens in this book, by the way. But it's super fun. I like it, and I can't wait to see where it goes in the penultimate issue. It's super fun. Back to it, Joe, you and Nate need to do a pass, play, and pause on the list of new DC books coming out next month. I heard 60 new titles coming. Yes, they are, and I think we'll probably do. Is it next month? Yeah, whenever. Yeah, we will do it. Don't worry. We will talk about that big release of new titles and what we're going to read and what we're not going to read. Pause means first issue. Gotcha. Tendu, I don't mind a lot of the non-serious books X-Men wise, but overall, this just shows the rot in the X office. We legit wrapped up the Children of the Vault arc in 3 issues. What are the mutants fighting? This one, I mean, I will say this book is way better than Children of the Atom. That book was horrible. I did not like it, and I gave it a shot. I read it the whole way through, and both me and Nate were like, "Yeah, this ain't it, son." But this one's way better than that one. That book had no direction, and it really sucked that it didn't, because it was super fun. Like, I thought it would have been. It was a cool idea. Like, when it first got announced, I was like, "Yeah, that's gonna be awesome," and then it turned out not to be the book we thought it was gonna be. But Exterminators, this is a fun, quick little series that I think a lot of people can get behind. All right, let's jump over to DC with Detective Comics Annual 2022 from Ram V. I didn't like it. I don't know. So premise of the book is we're jumping back in time, seeing Gotham as more of a colonial state. The primitive, or the very early coming of Gotham as a city, or even as a village. And I don't know, it just felt like we're connecting the dots of where this family that feels that they have ownership of Gotham, where it really started. And it's like that far back, pre-Revolutionary War, if you will. And I don't know. I mean, it was okay, but basically what they come to, that this family comes to realize, is that there's always been this shadowy, dark detective figure plaguing their family all the way up to the present, and he kind of looks like Batman all the time. And I'm kind of like, I don't know. But it was okay. I don't know. It was, the pacing of the book definitely was not to my liking. But I mean, at the end of the book, yes, what we kind of established, I was like, okay, I can get into that. But the beginning of it, I was like, I don't know, man, this feels like a bit of a stretch. But character design and art wise, it looked really cool. But I don't know, I just wasn't. I didn't enjoy it, unfortunately. And I don't like saying that, because I do like Detective Comics. Ram V is really writing a really fun story. Is it slow paced? Yes. But he's building it into something that's really cool. But this, to me, felt a little weird. I just didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. So there's that. Let's talk about Nightwing Annual 2022. This is my pick of the week. This is Jim's pick of the week.
That's Jim's pick of the week.
Yeah. This was super fun. I liked getting the backstory on Heartless, which was the bulk of the book, which I thought was a lot of fun. But the story that really got me was Nightwing training John, Superman's son, and teaching him how to fight normal without, like, literally uppercutting them into the atmosphere. And seeing Grayson's adaptation of his teachings from Batman and how Batman was unrelenting and almost torturous in his training with him as Robin, to where, you know, he took, you know, Dick took that and shifted it and used it for, you know, used it in a way that John could relate to it and actually succeed in his training. And I thought it was done beautifully. It was really good. The other story in here that was really fun, and it was more cartoonish in the sense of concept, was Dick's dog having a dream about fighting crime. That was pretty cool. But I really liked the story of Nightwing training Superman, and just those flashbacks of him training with Batman and Batman just beating the crap out of him. I don't know. I thought it was really good. This was my pick of the week. I thought it was really fun, and I really liked the Heartless backstory. I think it's cool getting a little bit of perspective on that and where we're about to go. It looks super fun. This was so good. I was, you know, halfway through my read this week and kind of going like, I don't know what's gonna be my pick of the week. It feels kind of slow, and then this book popped up, and I was like, yep, that's it. That's the book. But yeah, that was it. What up, Jaden? Hey, Lee, how are you? Joe, I will get to your halfway question here. Let me just get right back to here really quick. I feel like they can't stop trying to make Gotham by gaslighting Batman into main canon suits. Seems to be inspired by like so many others. Tendu, God, we need a Nightwing Red Hood ongoing. Oh yeah, Pepe art. Ooh, that would be dope. Jaden Joe, I'd say someone who doesn't get a lot of attention, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I would like that. Okay, that's for the question. Heartless Origin is Batman's reverse taking on Owlman turn. Nice. Patty, that's for the question. All right, let's get to the question. Hold on, let's see. Wait, at least there's something here too. Every week I tune into your show, and you guys once again inspire me to get back into my books. Thank you. Well, Lee, come on. Yes, of course. We want you to get back into your books. Read more comics, man. All right, let's get to the halftime question from Pet Joe, which he does so well. When X-Men villains start being villains again, who would y'all want to be the next big villain to test mutant kind? I have a thought on that, and I'm just because I think he's such a cool character, and I love exactly what he's all about, and that's Apocalypse. I want to see Apocalypse be a baddie again, like baddie, you know, like I really want to see him go full on Apocalypse. That's just me. I don't want to see Magneto. We've seen that a million times. I'm sure we've seen Apocalypse a bunch of times too, Age of Apocalypse and all that stuff. But I don't know. I would love to see that. But Apocalypse with, you know, his newfound army, with his wife Genesis and his kids and all the mutants that decided to stay in that like hellish realm. Like I would love to see him as the bad guy. Like, you fucked up Krakoa, you messed up my vision, I'm here to battle. I think that'd be so cool. Like right after it ends, like right after Fall of Krakoa and Hickman's like, we're done, Apocalypse shows up in the new X-Men book and is like, what'd you do to Krakoa? Now I gotta do this. I gotta take y'all out because you messed up my paradise. Like that would be dope, in my opinion. Joe, I would love for Professor X to turn and have and Cyclops stay faithful to his leader and go down with him. And after the event, they banned Scott Summers and he goes to join the Guardians of the Galaxy. Dude, who are you, Donny Cates? Remember that. We need to send that whole thing to Nate and see what he thinks about that idea. I think he would love that. Patty. I feel like they are trying to make Beast super dark Beast, so who knows? Maybe we will go crazy and become a X-Men villain straight up. I'm sure that's coming down. Like he is so rude right now in the X books. Joe, the event be called Mutant Civil War. Yeah, yeah, let's do it. This was also my pick of the week. I thought the dog's thoughts were hilarious. That was so much fun. Tendu, bring back the religious guy and give him Orcus funding. Ooh. Lee, let Legion be an agnostic again. Ooh, evil Professor X. Yes. Yeah, I think, you know what? I think you're onto something there. Was it Joe that said that, or was it yeah, Joe, I think you're onto something there. Evil Professor X. Let's go. Let's have Professor X be the ultimate baddie because of the fall. I would love that. I'd love for the island to become a villain again. Wasn't the place they live now a living island at one point? Yep, it still is. I just want the planet to turn on them. That'd be cool. Yeah, Krakoa actually was a villain. Or, I mean, not a villain. It's just, you know, kind of more of like a big monster, mindless monster, kaiju. So yeah, that would be dope to see that. But it is still living. It has its thoughts and is still helping the mutants as home base. But yeah. All right, the last book of the night, because we don't have any independents, because that was going to be on Nate's plate, because they were mostly his books. We have Superman Superman Kal-El Returns Special, basically the annual. Big Blue is back. I gotta look at it, because this is the last book I read today. Because I only read like half my books, and then I had to read the rest today because I kind of got behind, and that's okay. There was one story okay, so I completely skipped the Jimmy Olsen story. Was not interested in that. I'm sorry, and if you were, I apologize. The first story I thought felt so World's Finest, which I really dug, and then how Batman and Superman were able to get out of that bind. I'm not going to give it all away, but the conversation at the end of this book, or end of this story, where Batman is making an omelet for Superman, I thought was great. It was just like buddies being roommates. I thought it was really fun. I really enjoyed that. The other story of John and Superman, Superman kind of getting out of the way and letting John figure out how to deal with Lex Luthor was good. It wasn't the best, but it was good. And then the last story, which was kind of like getting us ready for, Batman 1050. I'm not sorry, Superman 1050 or Action Comics, was okay. But again, when we get into these kinds of stories where we're like, Superman's back and the Justice League's okay, and we're getting ready to move on in continuity within the DC universe, it's like, wait, but we're dealing with an event over here which is called Dark Crisis. Are we not even going to acknowledge it? No, because DC's continuity is so fractured. It's really hard to follow, in my opinion, as a reader. And maybe it's because I'm a new reader of DC Comics, but I need to stop saying that. I'm just not as seasoned as a DC reader as most, because I've been reading DC Comics now for like 3 years. But I guess that could still be considered as new. But I don't know. I don't like that there is a lack of acknowledgement in some of these things. Like, we're still dealing where the Justice League doesn't exist, or they've been killed off, or we don't know if they're coming back, or if they are, how long will they be here? It's exhausting. But the stories that aren't necessarily more like in continuity, I enjoyed much more than the ones that are like, hey, this is where Superman's going. And it's like, yeah, I get that, but like, it feels like you're just not giving two shits about the major event that you're dealing with right now in Dark Crisis. Like, I don't know. That's just me. But I felt a little cheated. But that first story was super cool. And I did like the John, father-son story. Wasn't as good as the Nightwing being training Superman, though. That was fire. Let's see, Patty. Okay, read that. The reason the X-Men came together, or the second team, LOL. I haven't been reading X-Men, not sure since the whole move to the island. Oh, you need to catch up, Patty. The Krakoa is good. You just read what Hickman wrote first, and then you can kind of pick and choose what you want to read after that. But it's good. Joe, I read the first story and thought it was good, but didn't finish it and didn't read the Detective Comics annual. I picked it up, but Ram V style is draining to get through. I was spaced out. It was hard. I will say it was a very slow burn on that annual, and there were two. I'd say there are. So there's one. How many stories are in this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's 5. There's 3 that are pretty good, and there's some that are like, that's okay. Joe, I just picked up Ramby's Carnage and Venom, so I hope it's good. I wonder and will write the next summer event. I think it's Al Ewing. Maybe it is Ram in there, but I think it's just Al Ewing. I'll tell you this. Joe, did you say you just read Downey Cates's King? It's nothing compared to Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman's Venom run. It's just not the same. I read like the first 4 issues and I was like, I'm out. I couldn't do it. It just didn't. However Donny Cates did in crafting Dylan Brock, it's just out the window in Rams. I don't enjoy it. I don't know, but that's just me. I think it's because I'm such a Donny Cates super fan that you really have to go balls to the wall with your character. And it just feels kind of flat, a little flat and kind of gray, but that's me. Patty, I haven't read X-Men since the series that introduced Omega Red, Jim Lee's book. Otherwise, I just picked up issues every now and again. Lots to catching up on. Get Marvel Unlimited, and then you'll be good. It's probably right now they're doing a lot of specials, so that's probably a good idea. All right, that is it for the pull list portion of the book of the show. I will say, next comic book day, this coming Wednesday, we have a ton of books. I have 18 alone, and then combining Nate's and like kind of like if you put in his books that he has, including the ones that I'm reading too, I think we're at like 21, if not 22 books next week. It is a massive week, and we'll have to have a Nate will be here and we will have a show, and it is going to be chunky. It's going to be thick. It's going to be. And there are a lot of good books. There's some really good books. There's some not so much that are kind of fluff, but we're gonna read them anyway. Like let me pull it up and then we can really talk about it. Go to League, if it can ever load, and I will show you exactly what I'm pulling next week. It is a huge amount of books. Unless things got moved around. So it says 16. So maybe one didn't come out or got moved around. Oh, Chicken Devil. Yep. Chicken Devil was supposed to come out like 2 weeks ago, and then they pushed it back to this week. Now it's gone again. So we've got here. Let me just show you. Yeah, Avengers, Batman, Captain Marvel, Daredevil, Dark Web, Duo Powerbomb, Fantastic Four, Immortal X-Men, Marauders, Noctera, Val Special, Predator, Sword of Azrael, Thanos Death Note, Thor, X-Force, and X-Men Red. That's a lot. That's a lot of books. And then Nate's got, some in here that are like independents that I don't have. Oh, there's an independent that's not in here. Well, let's see. It's a Boom book. Let's double check here. Boom. Yeah, Know Your Station. Oh, oh my God. I didn't put that in there. Ooh, it just got bigger, guys. Just live, it just got bigger. It's 18 books now that I actually have, in one of them. Oh my God, $60. Ooh, that's a lot of money. Know Your Station, which is gonna be great. Behold Behemoth, which was my pick of the week, issue number 1. Got a lot of books this week. That's not a bad idea, actually. Let's see, what did you say? The reason I love Donny Cates' writing is because that's how I think stories should be told. Big, fun. It's comics, so it should be fun, right? No, I totally agree, Joe. Totally agree. Patty, bring the beef. Yeah, bring the beef. Bring the action. Joe, the 5th week's pools are always small but expensive. Every book I picked up this week had $4.99 and $5.99 damn annuals. Dude, they're so thick. I was like, oh, I only have 7 books, and then I ended up spending like close to $40 because you're right, $4.99, $5.99. So like that gets you every time. Well, it looks like we have an overwhelming amount of people wanting to watch Marvel Snap, so I think we'll do at least a couple rounds there. I have to set it up, but I'm not going to end the stream. But that is going to do it for the comic book portion. Oh, you guys are seeing my statistics. Whoops. I'm silly. Well, look at this, guys. Look at all this. We have 7 concurrent viewers. Anyway, you get a little insight there. Let's play some Marvel Snap, huh? We'll put it in the second screen. I'm going to have to kind of do it on the fly, so bear with me while I get this going. But we will make it work. I'm going to put this here. Yada ding. And then we're going to open Marvel Snap. All right, I can do a little bit of world building here, guys. And then what I'll do is the screen capture. Woo! Let's see. Let's move that around. Let's see here. We need to go to screen capture or internet browser. Where is that? Bear with me, gentlemen and ladies, and everyone else. Where's the internet? Window. Internet browser. Yep. Okay. So we want to go primary monitor. And then, actually, no, hold on. I don't want to do that. I need to make it, I need to duplicate it. So we'll duplicate this, copy, Command V. We'll grab it down here. Put it there. We'll name it something else. Call it Marvel Snap. Because I want to play in this format. I kind of like this format better than the other one. So we could just go to the game show. Why don't we just do that? Should we just do that instead? Would you rather see it like this, where I'm going to have Marvel Snap where the Two Fat Guys Pull List logo is, or would you rather me do my game setup where I'm small and you can see the screen? Let me know in chat. While you do that, I will rename this Marvel Snap. Display capture. Snap. Okay, I'm gonna close that. Okay, now what we're gonna do is this is where we're gonna switch it up to that. And it's gonna look really weird. We're just gonna make it small. Doing it on the fly. Still not full. I think we're gonna have to do it the other way, because you're gonna see my web browser. You're gonna see all that. Well, hold on. Nope. Let's see. But if we did it like this, a little on the fly here, like that, right? And then we push the Alt key, right? And then I wonder if I made another one. I know what I'm gonna do. Watch this, guys. This is gonna be great. This is gonna look so cool. Duplicate, copy, Command V, on the fly. Internet capture, display capture, boom. Right, and then we go like this with it. Watch this. And then we give it the cosmic background. Boom! We did it. Now it doesn't look as poopy. How's that look? Good with that, guys? That was a lot of work. Whew. All right, let's move this over here. There we go. Jaden says he likes the tiny square. I did all that work. Well, just for reference, Jim, you can use this whenever you want. Let's go to tiny square. So let's go to the game. All that work for this. All right, let's play. Let's play some Marvel Snap. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. Play my Smash deck. I didn't even look at my missions. Oops. Oops. I think I'm gonna only win like 2 matches tonight. But we'll see. Alright, I'll go back to it after this match, dude. Put you there. I'll put you there. Got nothing to play. I love you guys hanging out and just chatting while I'm playing. I love it. We got Shield to 3. Watch this, dudes. Boom. By the way, I got She-Hulk. I finally got her card. Drop them 40s. All right, let's see here. That's a 40 on Bar Sinister. Now I can go higher. I think I did Black Panther once. It was much higher than that, so that's pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna play Killmonger after this on 5. We'll see. No, I'm playing a Dino. He's gonna put Dino right there. Watch. What does M'Baku do? If this is in your deck at the end of the game, it jumps to a random location. Okay. Alright, Killmonger here. It kills some cards. Yep. That's gonna hurt. I'm gonna lose this game. Yeah. Oh. Ooh. Well, I don't have any ones. I just killed all my ones. So.
Opponent snapped.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and retreat.
Escaped.
Yeah, that Dino, Devil Dino, just wrecked. I need to play that card more. I need to build a Dino, Dino Devil deck. Yay! What's the Ooh, nice. I don't have it, but nice. Your opponent gains control of one of your cards, other cards at this location. Interesting. We have a crap card there. That's good. Alright, let's try it again. Yeah, Patty, I got it. And I love that card. It's so much fun if you play it right. Alright. Yeah, it's so much fun, dude. It's so much fun. Oh, watch this. I gotta kill that before... No. That's actually a really good play. Oh, I wish I had done that. Oops. Oh, well. Ah, poop. That's a good thing to have. Oh well. Apocalypse. I would have put Lisa here and would have buffed the hell out of him. So 4. Later, Joe. Well, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. I'll lose. Anyway. Yeah. That was bad. I played that horribly. I like that idea, though, with the... I would have put Nova there and then would have killed him, and then you would have gotten 4 buff points. We're gonna stretch the stream to an hour, so let's do it. Urgh. Don't like that. But he gets a demon. Excuse me. I'm not getting the pulls on this one. It kind of sucks. Can't play the cards I want to play. Jeez. Yep.
Enough said, bub.
Bub. Let's see. I'll keep these. Blow them up. He's got 3. Okay.
Opponent snapped.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna win that.
Wakanda forever.
Oh, that was bad. All right, one more, then I'm done. I'm gonna end the night. That'd be dope. I would love to see a Canadian or a Canadian. I'd love to see a Canadian. I would love to see an Alpha Flight book. That'd be fun. All right, here we go, guys. Let's get this going. I gotta get 1 win. I have no ongoing in this card, in this deck. I know, Jaden, I suck, and I have nothing to play right now. I'm not getting the cards I need. All right, here we go. Still not getting the cards I need. But I'm gonna have some fun with this one. I'm gonna play Bishop at Bar Sinister. What you think? Ouch! I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. He's going to destroy my deck.
Escaped.
I'm not doing it. God dang. That was mean. It was so mean. Alright, do over. Let's try this again. God, that was just rude. Okay. Okay, where's... Okay, it's not there. Alright, I'm gonna wait. Cards I'm not gonna want. I'm gonna wait. Give me a Bar Sinister, because I have an idea. Is there not gonna be a Bar Sinister this game? I'm mad. Nope, there's not. I want to put Nova on Bar Sinister, then play Killmonger and just blow it up. Excuse me. Oh, we're doing that. Oh, God. Jesus. Okay, you want to play like that? Alright. Doesn't really matter. I'm not playing well at all. Okay.
Wakanda forever!
It doesn't matter. I'm done. I'm donezies.
Face the might of Asgard!
Jesus. I'm trash. I'm so trash. Okay. We're gonna get a win here before I fucking end the stream. I swear to goodness. That was so bad. Not playing well. Alright, here we go. Alright. Let's just warm up. Cards here can't be destroyed. Well, I'm not gonna put you there. Mean but. Interesting. Maybe this game is cheating. Can't win them all. I haven't won one. Oh, okay. I'll take it. But nothing got buffed. You jerk. Draw 2 cards. Okay. Okay. You hate to see it. I mean, I'm killing my other card, but that's okay. I got what I needed. Just killing cards here. He should have played it here, and I couldn't destroy it. But he doesn't. He did the damage. Oh, saved by the bell, dude. That's a good Scotty Young Venom. Excuse me. Just give me my last game because I'm getting a tickle in my throat.
Wakanda forever.
Oh, come on. Jesus. Ugh. He's gonna go there. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's play. Shit. It's not good. All right, cool. I won. Last game. Sweet. All right. All right, guys. I'm gonna call it. I don't like the fact that I only won one game out of like 6 or however many I played. But thanks again for everybody that watched the show on our comic book review, and then a little bit of snap here. Just a little preview to what we might be doing later on in the week. But thanks again for everybody watching. We'll catch you guys this Tuesday, 4:30 Central Standard Time for New Comic Book Day. It's a doozy. It's beefy. Check it out. Nate will be there. And then we'll be back here this next coming Sunday, where we will review all of those books, 22 books. It's going to be insane. But yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next one. As always, be kind to one another and read more comics. Nate will be here next week. I promise. Later, guys. Thank you, Patty. Later, guys. Winner, winner. That's right.